Yo, what is up, YouTube and the Monster Maniac? It is yours truly, the life of the party, the young, go hard, and the Monday Night Delight. Of course, I am the Party Monster. You guys are checking out the now debut episode of my very new YouTube channel. It's called Monster Mania. It's actually going to be the official wrestling YouTube channel of your boy, the Party Monster. Again, if you guys are familiar with me, you guys know I have another main channel where I talk about other things and whatnot, but this is going to be, going forward, my new wrestling channel and everything. And not gonna lie, I did film something already and everything, which was supposed to be my debut episode, so you guys can see that video also, but I have kind of been bombarded with the whole situation, with the whole Rajay Jackson situation, and I decided, you know what, why not just make this the debut episode of the channel, because going forward, we're going to be talking about wrestling news and stuff like that on this channel, so why not just make this right here the official episode of the channel. And again, if you guys rock with the wrestling, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the Monster Club, join Monster Mania, and all that good stuff. But anyway, let's get right into it. For those that are not familiar with what's going on right now, Rampage Jackson's son, Rajay Jackson, who is an MMA fighter in his own right and everything, was invited to an indie event, and basically he was supposed to come in and have a segment with a wrestler named Psycho, not Sid, Psycho Bob or something like that. I forgot what the guy's name is, but like, he was supposed to have a segment with this indie wrestler and everything. But before that had taken place, they had like a little altercation, some would say, prior to the event itself, and the wrestler actually hit Rampage's son on the head with a beer can, and he did not take lightly to that and everything, and yeah, it was not a good sight and everything, and I don't unfortunately have any footage of that because, again, for your channel, I'm kind of working with what I got going on right now, but he was not feeling it, to say the least, and everything, and basically the wrestlers around him and just said, hey, he's not a worker, what are you doing, blah, 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 and the wrestler had apologized in videos and said, hey, my bad, we're cool, right? And yeah, not so much. But yeah, after that had happened and everything, and mind you, while Rampage's son was doing all this, he was actually using his, he was actually streaming on Kick and everything, and so that definitely gave the other guy more malice to think, okay, this is a work, blah, blah, blah. He's part of the whole segment and everything. He knows what's going on. The barricade thing was still kind of messed up, to be honest with you guys. And to kind of add more context to the story, Rajay was suffering from a concussion that he had suffered a couple of days prior to this. But again, guys, ultimately know it happens, but I don't really give that as a reason for him to act the way he did. But yes, so there's that preference to the story. But yeah, before the second where he was supposed to jump in and interfere with the match, he was actually streaming on Kick saying, I'm gonna go in, and basically at that point I feel like what he was saying was kind of like him predetermining that he was going to go like mess up this dude for real, and honestly, and honestly I think that's what kind of sort of makes me feel some kind of way about this story, because he's actually pre-planning to go mess this dude up for real. Like, it's wrestling. It is predetermined. I love wrestling, so please don't get on me about that comment and everything. I go to all the wrestling events I can and everything, but this dude, in his own live stream, says, I'm going to go out here and mess this dude up and throw some real punches. I'm gonna get my receipt. Like, someone, I don't know who told him that he can get his receipt, but he was told that he can get his receipt in the match. So, boom, bada bing, the match comes up and everything, and he interferes, and just with the back body drop alone, you can clearly see the other wrestler, who is, again, kind of didn't mention this part either, is a retired veteran. Psycho Stu, that's what it was. Psycho Stu is already knocked out. He's knocked out from Jump Street. And then Rampage's son proceeds to just beat the ever-loving hell out of this man. Buck, 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 buck. And I know people going like, where's the referee? And the referee does try to intervene, but this is a trained UFC fighter beating up a retired veteran. And he does, to my count, 27 punches and everything before people can intervene and break the two up. And that's what I find ugly about this whole situation, to be real with you guys. I mean, as a man, if I'm in a fight with somebody and the person is unconscious, I'm done. Fight over. But when you proceed to still beat them down after they're unconscious and able to defend themselves, that's when I think that is a bitch move. I am not calling Rampage's son a bitch, but that is a bitch move. Let's not lie to ourselves. I am not mincing words. I know what I said right there in that particular moment. I know a lot of people ask me about it, and that's how I feel, no offense, but if you're beating up someone that cannot defend himself, you're a bitch. Let's not lie to ourselves. I mean, I get it, he's a trained fighter and shit, but go beat up another UFC fighter like that. Even in the UFC, they stop you at like 2 or 3 good punches, and a referee intervenes and stops the fight. But the fact that he is still doing that to a man that cannot defend, I don't like that. That's what I think is ugly. So, again, I know there's more to the story even to this point. I know I'm kind of late getting this video up and everything, and I kind of want to know what your guys' opinions on the situation is. Again, I know some of y'all, like, even my good friend Mr. John didn't know the whole story and everything. Had to kind of hip him up on it and everything, but that's kind of how I felt. I saw the video. I know I can't even play the video if I had it on YouTube, because YouTube is kind of different right now with the whole thing you cannot show, but I thought it was an ugly sight to see. I mean, honestly, I'm wholeheartedly, like, in agreement with the law. With whatever they do, the man deserves. Like, you were trying to unalive this dude, like, so I don't have sympathy for the dude. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but, like, I don't. I really don't. And I don't know. I mean, I've talked about in great length today on my main channel and a couple of live streams, so that's where I'm feeling. Honestly, I want to know what your guys' opinion is. Again, this is the debut channel of my new channel, Monster Mania. If you guys are feeling the vibe, go hit that subscribe button, like, share with your friends, get this channel popping off right now. It's brand new and everything. And follow me on my Discord at Monster Mania. Follow me on Instagram at MonsterMania87, and be sure to, I don't know, comment, all that good stuff. But anyway, that's going to do it for my first ever video on this new channel, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys want to talk about, and what your guys' thoughts on the opinion on this, like, situation is. But I'll keep you guys up to date and keep you guys informed. But until the next video, remember, be safe, be blessed, be awesome, and as always, party on. Peace. I love you guys. I'm Party Monster. Bye.